1 year ago, my apartment was looking like this: dark, gloomy, sad. And I decided to change that by starting an indoor herb garden in just 2 feet of space using only a few mason jars. And now I have fresh basil, mint, cilantro, sage, oregano, thyme, lemon balm, parsley, rosemary, lavender, all grown from kitchen scraps. All I needed was 2 feet of space, a few mason jars, and the right cuttings. No special equipment, no expensive grow lights, no soil, no green thumb. Today, I'm going to share all my favorite beginner-friendly, low-light tolerant herbs that are really easy to grow in just 1 cup of water. And I'll also show you a couple grocery store hacks that actually work. Let's get into it. First, grab yourself some jars. Any size will do, but I prefer these half pints, because they give me about 2 weeks of fresh herbs before I have to propagate again. Now we want to add an inch or so of water to our jar. Next, grab your cuttings and place them in a propagation mix. I use vermiculite, perlite, coconut coir, whatever you have on hand. Place your jar on heat mat to keep moist and place your cuttings in the propagation mix. This is where most people go wrong. They skip the propagation mix altogether. Just place their cuttings straight into water and then wonder why their plant never grows. If you want to take the extra step, you can mist your cuttings and cover it with a plastic bag. But I found it's totally not necessary when you use this method. Just remember to keep your propagation mix moist and check your jars every couple days. Oh, and here's a bonus tip. If you're propagating multiple cuttings, try to leave at least 1 leaf on each stem so you know which plant is which. For example, I always use the little finger trick to remember which jar is which. Next, let's talk about the best herbs to grow indoors. I've got my list right here. One of my favorites is mint. It's so easy to grow. It literally takes over if you just give it a little space. So I highly recommend interspersing mint with other herbs because it will take over if you let it. Another favorite is lemon balm. It has a wonderful citrusy smell, very uplifting. It also grows very icily, and it's a great companion plant for your mint. Both of these herbs can be invasive, so I highly recommend growing them in separate containers. Also, please note, some varieties of lemon balm can get huge, like 4 feet tall. So keep that in mind and choose wisely. Rosemary is another one of my favorites. It's super fragrant. It loves the low light. It's perfect for a beginner. It only needs 4 hours of bright indirect light, and it grows like crazy. Oregano is another low-light herb that's really easy to grow. And lastly, chives. They're also very low-light tolerant, and they grow really quickly. They're also edible flowers, so you can eat the whole thing. And it's totally frost-hardy, which means you can bring your jar outside in the summer and enjoy some fresh chives all winter long. Now let's talk about the absolute easiest way to start your herb garden, which is from grocery store cuttings. I save so much money doing this instead of buying a whole pot of parsley. I just buy a little bunch of parsley from the grocery store, wash it, take off the bottom leaves, dip it in some rooting hormone, stick it in the propagation. Mix in water, place it on the heat mat, and just wait. The entire bunch will propagate in about 2 weeks. Same goes for cilantro. Take the entire bunch, place it in a jar of water, and change it out every 2 days. And within 2 weeks, you should see roots and new growth. Cilantro does not like to be soggy, though, so make sure there's enough space between the water and the leaves. Rosemary, thyme, and sage are also really easy to propagate from cuttings. Take a stem, strip the bottom leaves, and place it in the propagation mix. Place it on the heat mat, and just wait. Speaking of waiting, I'd like to give a huge shout out to our community tab. Thank you guys so much for sharing your gardens with us. It makes me so happy to see your faces, hear your stories, and learn about your gardens. I truly appreciate you taking the time to share with us. Don't forget to download your free guide, the top 10 herbs and spices you can grow in a jar. And if you're interested in taking your garden to the next level, stick around for a quick sneak peek of my full setup. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't resist showing you my new toy. This is garden. So I started with 5 jars, then I went to 10, then 20, and then I had to upgrade to 30 jars, and this is what it looks like. It's basically a hydroponic system that fits 30 plants on your countertop. And I've been having so much fun playing with it for the last couple weeks. Let me know if you guys would like to see a full tour and tutorial on how to use the garden. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.